Many appreciate the generous headroom under the peak of an A-frame type trailer, but inside space can be a challenge. The Aliner I have was probably meant for 3 people, with a single bed on one side and this big double on the other. Both beds were also supported by pop-up tables underneath. To me, these tables were big and clumsy to set up, and they also added unnecessary weight. Besides, how many times do you need a table space for 10 people in an A-liner? Here's a bird's eye view of the original layout to better illustrate my dilemma. There is only 43 inches of walking space to move, cook, and access storage with. That's a little better than a phone booth, but not as roomy as many portable toilets. I needed more room than a porta potty. By reducing the double bed to a single and replacing the tables with wooden pallets, I gained another 24 inches of walking space. Freeing up this room gave me the access I needed to build the pop-up shower and toilet in my other video. Replacing the table under the front bed was pretty straightforward. I just made a wood frame and screwed 4-inch pine boards to the top. I also left gaps in between for better ventilation. The rear bed followed the same pattern as the front, however this pallet was secured to the wall by a piano hinge. The hardest part for me on this project was to make new cushions. I found out I'm not really good at it, but in any case I bought some fabric and 4-inch foam and put together shorter cushions to replace the longer ones that were there before. My original idea was to just lift the pallet up and tie it to the wall with a bungee cord. This gave me more space and access to the storage underneath. I could then just have a separate folding table when needed. But what if I incorporated the fold-up table into the design? With that concept in mind, I went from this, to this, and finally to this. The new design was far more versatile. First, remove the cushions, putting one behind. Raise the pallet and lock it in place. Undo the base clips and lift the base up and swing support in place. That's it for a table. Here's a look at the table itself. I added a map of the US and Canada to help with my travel planning. They are protected by sheets of mylar and secured with thumbtacks. Vertical support is through chains attached to the back of the trailer with hooks. Underneath, you can see the holding clips for the table when it's in stored position. These are just plastic and wood screws. The table is supported by a wedge piece that moves into position with door hinges, and the whole top is also hinged at the sides. At 31 inches wide and 16.5 inches deep, there's just enough room for a person in each side to enjoy a small meal. The recessed area in the back is perfect for little items and condiments. You could even build a spice rack in there if you wanted to. But my favorite use of this table is with my laptop when I'm traveling. Hopefully it'll even inspire me to make better videos. Well, I'm pretty happy with the new space that I added. I started off with too much bed, slimmed down to 2 singles, and then added a pop-up table. The good thing about all this is it's completely reversible. I can always go back to the way it was. The only thing that's missing now is a shower and a toilet. Hey, I think I saw a video on that.